Hello everyone, welcome back. I don't think I posted a video last week, if I'm not completely misremembering time. I've been hunkering down and putting all of my time and effort into this last leg of the current chapter of the comic. It's been intense. Most of the pages lately have been around like 8 to 10 panels per page, which is more than usual. My normal pages tend to be around 7 panels or so that means it's been way more to draw, way more to sketch and plan and ink and color and letter for each page, especially with how crucial this particular scene has been. Like story-wise, I have had to put everything I can into it, and that's why I've had to do more panels per page, because some parts of the scene is like, I have to be able to fit all of this into this one spread or this one page, or it will read not exactly as I want it to. So that's why it's been tougher on me than normal. So yeah, that's the reason for no video last week, and also the reason for, if you follow my Twitch streams, art drawing streams on Saturdays, you have noticed that I have been working on art for my side project instead of my usual illustrations related to the comic. And that's also because I simply didn't have time to do both. My usual Wednesday side project time has been taken over by more comic drawing time, and I didn't want to completely not work on it during this period, so I combined that with my art streaming times, and that's why I'll be working on the art for it during the streams, which has been fine. People have enjoyed seeing me work on that too, and two birds with one stone, is that the saying? Yeah, I think it is. Makes sense. The stone is the stream, and the birds are getting work on the side project and entertaining you guys, I guess. So yeah, but the chapter is going to be over soon. Yay! I know it's been a fun time. Fun in quotation marks. People have been enjoying the chapter, and I also like how it's been, how it ended up. But I'm also very excited to finally be over with it and have some space to breathe and have my free time in the evenings again to work on other art things, like these videos again. And it's just like a week or two left, I think. In other news, the studio, I have gotten very slowly a little bit of that done also. And by the studio, I mean my future art space, which I'm working on. I made like a video about it probably a couple of months ago now. The renovation has been slow, but still happening. I tend to go there like in the evenings instead of my usual daily walk, which you should do when you're an artist who sits around all day. You need to go walking or exercising, preferably every day if you can. So I've replaced that with about every other day maybe go into the studio to spend a couple of hours on renovation, which gives me exercise because I have had to like saw so many planks with the handsaw and lift things around and screws into the walls, and I haven't been nailing anything. I don't even have any nails, I don't think, just a bunch of screws. But yeah, it's been exercise, but also getting that ready to be able to do some traditional painting in there. I'm so looking forward to it. So yeah, that's been going. And what I have done so far is I have finally managed to plank one of the walls. I wanted a planked wall. Like the walls in there are fine, but I wanted one that looks extra nice, that I can like put decorations and stuff on. And it is finally finished. And it's been the most time-consuming thing ever because the planks that I bought were like, you're supposed to just slide them into each other, like they have little grooves and tongues on each plank, but I think I started working on it at a bad time. It was incredibly humid and warm. I think I mentioned this a while back, but yeah, they were getting really warped when I tried to put them together, like they had expanded a bit too much, so it was horrific trying to get them stick to the wall. I have like 4 screws, gigantic like drywall screws in each, fastening them to the wall to make sure nothing starts buckling again. And it looks and feels really nice, like it doesn't feel loose in any way. And I'm very happy with how it's how it ended up. Like it definitely looks like an amateur did it, in that there's ugly screws that I have covered up with paint and stuff, but I'll just put like some decoration over the more screwy parts. They don't bother me, I'm very happy with it. And the other thing I've started just doing is putting the new floor in. It's like a laminate floor that you just put on top of the old one. You don't need to like do any what's it called, like moisture proofing. Yeah, because like the old did I say wall? I hope I didn't say wall. The floor. The old floor is supposed to have its waterproofing already done, so you can just put the new laminate on top of it. So I've been doing that, and it's been actually going really fast. Like I only started like yesterday, and I already have like a quarter of the floor done, and most of that time went into me figuring out how it works and also realizing that my laminate cutter that my dad gave me is too small for my planks. I bought like really wide fake wood looking ones, and they did not fit in the laminate cutter. So once again I am sawing them with the handsaw, and it is fine. It's very easy to saw because it doesn't splinter. Like it's pretty thick, and like it's not like super easy to saw, but it's like goes well. The saw doesn't like get stuck or something in it, so it's going well. And it still looks like a horrific mess, but I can like see the end of the floors and walls getting done, and it makes me so happy. Soon I'm gonna be able to start putting in furniture. In fact, I have bought like a couple of shelves, just very basic shelves for storage, and a table from IKEA, and that should be delivered soon, next week, this week, I don't even know, but it should be coming soon, and I will finally have some furniture. Like the only thing I have right now is the like an old not really a table, it's like a low cabinet thing that was left over from the previous owners of the space, that I will remove, like it's dinky and old and ugly, but it's serving as my only thing to place things on, and my sewing table right now. But soon I will have actual shelves and a table to place items on, which means I can maybe bring over some of my art tools. Something cracked somewhere. There are ghosts in the walls. But yeah, I can bring them over and kind of look over what still works and what's dried up to the point of having to be thrown away. Like, I don't think any of my fine line markers are usable anymore. It's been like 5 years or something. So yeah, got to figure out what I need to buy. I don't need too much, like fine liners and watercolors, it's what I need. Oh, by the way, on the subject of like deliveries, that's something that gave me a lot of poor sleep a couple of weeks ago, because I needed to buy a bunch of stuff for the renovation. Like, I needed the floors, obviously. I needed planks for the walls. I needed more screws. I needed a lamp or 2 lamps. I needed oh, it was a bunch of things. I used some other planks that I needed for a thing, and just miscellaneous renovation stuff that I had to like order online, because I don't really have anywhere I can go to just buy stuff, since I don't have a driver's license. So yeah, I had to order a bunch of stuff online, and it all came like in different shipments from different places and manufacturers, like directly from wherever the planks come from, and they all came during like 1 week, and every day they would disturb my sleep, because I'm a nocturnal person. I like working until like 4 or 5 in the morning and sleeping until 12 or 1 in the afternoon, like middle of the day. And all of the deliveries from every different company and delivery service, for some reason my area, I guess, is in a zone where they all arrive between like 9 and 10 in the morning, which is great for normal people, but for me that's like exactly when I have just reached the deep part of my sleep, like the restful sleep. And they would, call to check if they can deliver stuff, like, hello, we are 1 hour away from your town, is it okay if we come and deliver these planks or whatever that you have ordered? And of course I would be, of course you can deliver them, I'm home, because I am. But it meant I didn't sleep a lot that week, because every day something got delivered, and I would wake up after sleeping for 4 hours, and then I wasn't really, because if something got delivered I had to unpack it from the pallet and like bring it either inside or just under a roof so that it wouldn't be rained on, and that would take half an hour to an hour, and then I would try to go back to sleep for a little bit, and of course that doesn't really work. Like, try to sleep for 3 more hours doesn't give you a lot of rest. And one day was horrible. Something arrived at like 8 in the morning, or the call came for 8 in the morning, and then in an hour it was delivered, and then I went to sleep, and then another place called. I was like, hello, your lamps are arriving, or here's a package, and I knew it was the lamps, and then I had to wake up again. I got like 2 hours of sleep that night. But yeah, that made me really tired, but I was also very happy that everything arrived and everything was fine. Nothing was like misdelivered, like the weird or wrong things. Everything was correct and what I needed, so that's nice. So even though I hate the whole delivery stuff where you have to be present to sign for it, I wish they could just leave it by my door. But they can't, of course. But yeah, even though I hate that, I still appreciate that it's a thing you can do nowadays. Even when you live in a rural area and can't go to places on your own with a car, you have the option to order everything like to your home. So I do appreciate that a lot, even though I don't like it. But I still need to order so much more stuff. Like, I ran out of paint. I'm very annoyed with it, like white paint. So I need to order that. And I need to order floorboards and ceiling boards to finalize everything. There's ugly gaps right now because I am not perfect at anything when it comes to sewing boards to length. And I need furniture, of course, like more things that I need. Tables and a sofa would be so nice. And a chair. I don't have a chair. Oh my god. I need a chair to be able to work. And lamps for my lamps. Or I don't have like lamp bulbs for the lamps. And some plants would be nice. I definitely want plants for the winter. It gets so depressing. All the plants are dying right now and I need some. And but yeah, that's for the future. Future me is just planning everything ahead, or present me is planning ahead. But it's future me's problems. I will finish what I have going on right now, and then I will order the other things that I need. I will do that during the chapter break, which is very nicely coming up soon, and I will enjoy it. But yeah, I should most likely have enough time to make another video next week. I might make it another, like an art topic kind of video, talk about something that people have been requesting. And yeah, I will see you then, and for the conclusion of the current chapter on my website for the comic, which you can find the link to in the description. Yeah, see you next time. Bye bye.